Tommy is the story of a boy who has an odd journey. When he's fairly young, he witnesses a murder and a troubling event, and his parents force him to forget it to protect themselves. And through that, he kind of retreats into his own head and forgets about everything he's seen, but also stops talking and responding to people.
In the show, I play Tommy, and actually before I play Tommy, I play a narrator kind of figure, and he shows up a couple times throughout the first act and kind of narrates a story, and it's no secret that he's older Tommy, but it's almost as if he's watching a memory, and the things that are being played out on stage are things that he has experienced, and he knows what younger Tommy is going through because he was there.
My character is Captain Walker. He's a pretty complex guy. You see him at the beginning of the show. He's met the woman that will become his wife, and then soon after that he has to go to war. And we think he's been lost at war. But he does eventually make it back home, and a lot of changes have happened at home. That then trickles down to affect his family in a pretty significant way.
I play Mrs. Walker, and that is Tommy's mother. My character has been really challenging for me only because I'm a mother and I have two sons, and it's been really hard to keep the balance between raw emotion and letting that emotion play on stage without getting too carried away. Because I think anybody would be affected by the storyline, but I think if you have kids, it's even a little bit more touchy here and there, but inspiring at the same time to see what he overcomes and what he is able to accomplish.
This has probably been one of the strangest experiences I've ever worked on, just because the show itself is so tied to the music, and it is literally almost 2 hours of nonstop music, singing or instrumental stuff in the background. There's very little dialogue, and most of the scenes and the story take place within what's being sung. And because of that, the process of getting the actors blocked and things of that nature were completely different than a play or even a regular musical that at least has scenes in between songs. And so the process that we took with this show was we would sit down and talk through a song about what was happening and then put it on its feet, rather than doing it as we were going, because it was so hard to stop 20 singers and the rehearsal pianist. And then once the band got here, the same thing held true. It's not like we can stop the whole show because it's kind of a train that gets started and just doesn't stop. So they've been really supportive of that process, and I think it's been helpful for everyone. And they've been having a lot of fun, and it's good to see that.
I've known a lot of the music for years, but I knew very little about the stage show until I started exploring the script and learning more about it. But it's got such a following and such a rich history. So to be able to bring it to life with a fantastic band and this ensemble with great voices and great mics and great sound, it really has a lot of energy. So I'm really enjoying putting it together.
It's such an iconic album, and I think that's what's so exciting, is that it's a show that people aren't going to know in St. Louis in terms of the stage version probably, but a lot of people know the music. So I think the most exciting thing for me and what I like the most about the show is the kind of different theater that it introduces to the area. It's a rock opera, which rock operas don't get done very much.